Hey guys, what is up? It is Will, and I am back with another video. This one is a different video. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I just haven't. So in this video, I'm gonna be ranking all the top 18 worlds. I'm gonna be putting them from least favorite to favorite, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, so for our 18th spot, we have Imperia. Now, I think that the idea of Imperia is very cool. You go to a lost world to try and save, yeah, the premise basically. I just hated the execution of it. Every single quest I have in this world is like pulling teeth for me. The only upside of this world is the reagents. I'm kidding, but yeah, I always hate getting to this world. This definitely is a world that really tests my patience and my motivation. So I would say that this world is definitely the reason I take breaks after I max a character. Um, but yeah, as for that, it's a good, like it's the the story was there. I will admit that the story was there. It was good. It's just the execution of the world and the stuff you have to do, and just everything is just inconvenient and really annoying. And even when Imperia Part 1 came out and it was just that world, I dreaded doing it on my characters. So that is why it gets my last place token, my last place medal, should you say. I'm just gonna go over briefly. I'm just trying to make it quick because there are 18 worlds. I don't want this to be like a 40-minute video because I talk way too much when I get excited. But yeah, so let's move on to number 17. So for number 17, we have Grizzlheim. Now, Grizzlheim is incredibly easy. I don't mind doing it. I've just done it so many times. It's lost all of its like magic, I guess. I remember being so excited making a new character to get the quest at level 5 to go visit them at like this area to solidify like trade agreements or something like that. And I remember I would save up all my gold just so I could get one of these. Wow, did they make it more expensive? Wait, where's the... Anyway, they used to have like the basic stitch gear for Grizzleheim, and I think that that's only in the quest, because I think you usually get that from Eloise or Lois or yeah. But yeah, the story isn't horrible. I'm counting Grizzleheim and Wintertusk together. Um, it really starts getting bad at Ravenscar. I hate Ravenscar more than absolutely anything. It's not a lot of quests. I think it's around like 16 quests for that one area. However, each one of those quests you'll find yourself, if you want to do it in one day, you'll find yourself taking 3 to 4 hours to do it. And that's even with a max storm. So that's why it's really inconvenient and I don't like it at all. And it's just like, why is that a thing? On top of that, Wintertusk sucks. It gives a ton of XP, which I love, but it's a weird variation of quick and insanely long. I find myself finishing Wintertusk very fast, but my mind after I finish Wintertusk is, wow, that took so fucking long. So I'm not a big fan of it. The mobs are just really fucking annoying. They have every single spell to slow you down. And I like that. I like a mob that's challenging. However, I don't like a mob that only has spells to piss you off. Like tower shield spamming, weakness spamming, set shield spamming, all that stuff. It's annoying and it doesn't, like, they don't really do damage to you. I think their highest spell is like Frost Giant. But it's just, yeah, they made a note a while ago saying that they were trying to make the mobs smarter in their verbiage, but I haven't seen that yet. Uh, Winter Tusk also wasn't bad the first time. This is like just a preface that all these worlds weren't bad the first or second time around. It's just the fact that I've been doing it so many times that I've really begun to see how annoying these worlds are. So yeah, so it's not that I like all of these worlds I have a very fond memory of. However, they've just been I've just been in these situations so much that I realize how like everything wrong with them. And that's what sticks out. But anyway, let's go on to number 16. All right, so for number 16 we have Caramel. Now, Caramel is an excellently made world. I don't think I've seen a world with so much detail and thought put into it. Um, Especially after Lumeria, going from Caramel to Lumeria, you're like, what the fuck? Do we just transport back to 2015? But yeah, aside from how it looks, I hate the world. I've only done it like 4 times, and each time I dread it. There's a slight moment in time when I'm in Imperia, and I'm like, fuck, I just want to be in Caramel right now. I'm so done with this. But the second I actually get there, a lot of my motivation just like goes out the drain. Um, and I definitely think that the story really drags on. I don't entirely remember how many quests. I remember being surprised how many quests there were versus how long it took you to finish. It takes me around 13 hours to finish this world, and it's just, yeah, there's a lot of inconvenient mobs. There's a lot of like just quests that are unnecessary, and I don't need to have them. I don't want to do them. um, but yeah, it's a very pretty world, very detailed. I really like what they did with it. It's just really, quest wise, sucks. A lot of these worlds that are on the lower tier ranking, um, it's because of the quests. Because I can enjoy the surroundings, but if I'm stuck fighting the same mob 50 times, how is that enjoyable? It's not. So, yep, that gives Caramel my 16th spot. I will dread doing you 8 more times, but, you know, has to be done. Alright, 15. Alright, so for my number 15 spot, we have Mirage. I remember vividly when it came out. I had my old Storm Wizard, and this was the first world I did Test Realm on, and it was a slap in the face. um, yeah, the mobs were 5 to 7k health, and they had like 40 pierce. They pierced through all your resist, and it was just a nightmare. I've died so many times in this world. Um, but that's not the reason I hate it. That's actually one of my fond memories, is realizing how much it was nerfed. Um, there's a problem that I have with KI, and the worlds and how they do their nerfings, and I understand that you want to make the next world more difficult. However, if you keep at it, it'll become impossible at some point. But the way that they nerf this world is just, you can Tempest first round and kill every mob. Faint Tempest, kill every boss. It's very, very, very easy. And I would honestly put Dragonspire at like the level that you're supposed to be above this world, because the second you get Tempest, the second you get crit, the second you get decent gear or at least 100 damage, you could solo this world. There are a couple bosses, yes, that are hard, but overall they nerfed the living shit out of this world, and it's not enjoyable. It's quick, yeah, but it's there's no skill required. Like, I literally have 3 cards in my deck when I do this world, and it carries me all the way to the end. Um, And it's just, yeah, I'm disappointed with what they did with this world, because I remember this world was so fun. Everyone was like, it's an updated Crocotopia, yada yada yada. But it's definitely, it made me feel very good playing through this world. The quests are okay. It's a lot of, it's very very um, muddled. It's a big thing I like about worlds is that, let's take Zepharia for example. You go to you go to the savannah, then you go to Zamunda, and then Stone Town, and then that. It's very, you finish this completely, congratulations, you're moving on to the next. This one, it's go to this area, but you need to talk to that guy in that, and then he makes you fight someone in that area, and you never feel like you're fully done with an area, is what I'm saying. And the quest line is kind of like, it just, it's yada yada yada, done, and then you move on. All right, let's go to number 14. All right, so for number 14 we have Celestia. Celestia is a very quick world. I can finish this world in 6 to 7 hours. um, However, it is painful for me now. I think I've gone through this world a total of, I want to say, sorry, I had to pause it so I could think. I want to say about 22 times. Um, this world, I watch a show, play another game, and I buzz through it. It's super easy. It's just been so repetitive, and the graphics are not good at all for a underwater Atlantis, I guess. They did a very poor job. And with that being said, they made it a while ago, but it's just, if they updated Celestia, oh my god, this would probably skyrocket to top 5. The quests are not bad. They really aren't. It's just having to do it so many times, and just looking at pointy, sharp, detextured objects all the time is really kind of annoying. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I also really love this world because you get level 60, and that unlocks mid-tier game, which is probably one of my favorite areas in the game. So let's move on to number 13. Alright, so for number 13 we have Polaris. Again, I remember exactly when it came out. I remember having a lot of fun doing it. It was a similar situation to Mirage, but they didn't really nerf it as horribly as they did Mirage. Um, it's it's a very very short world. That was my favorite part. A ton of people, I don't know why, but a ton of people are very upset that it's a short world. It's a decent story. I definitely think they executed it very well, and was able to do it in a short quest line. Um, because I definitely think that after Azteca, Chrysalis, like, you need that short world. You just need a break. But yeah, it's not a horrible world. Like, again, we're starting to transition more into the tolerable worlds. It's just, in every single game I hate snowy, like, environments, and I don't really like this world, because after you've done it a couple times, like the first couple times you'll be like, holy shit, that was so fast. And then you do it 3 to 4, 3 to 5, 3 to 6 times, and then you're like, okay, this kind of drags. I've been on Polaris for about, I don't know, like 2 months on my ice. I'm debating going and just finishing Polaris, but then I have Mirage to look forward to. But I think it was a very good world at first, and it has just been tainted by the fact that um, I've done it so many times, and I don't like the environment anyway. Um, I really like the historical background. I think it's very, very interesting, and I loved chasing Rat Sputin. But yeah, I think that is it for number 13. Let's go to number 12. All right, so for number 12, we have Marley Bone. I if this is a quick world too. This is a insanely fast world. If I'm really focused, I can finish it in maybe 2-3 hours. Um, it's not that it's a low level world, you can just breeze through it. It's the repetitiveness. I've done it more times than Celestia, and it's just getting old. I definitely would like to see new things in these old level worlds so that I can have a chance, like, have, like, so it can, like, revitalize my, I don't know if that's the right word. I'm going to say it anyway. So it can revitalize my excitement for for these worlds. It just kind of drags now. A lot of these worlds are just, they're repetitive, and it's just the same shit. Go do this for me. Go do that. Can you ask them to do this for me? And like, no. You have 2 feet. Go do it. You've been standing there for fucking 12 years. Relax. But this world is not bad. It's very quick, very thorough. Like, you get your shit done, you move on, and you level pretty quickly from it. And I do appreciate that. However, it's never in the first arc. If I were to rank first arc worlds, this would probably be my fourth least favorite world. Um, and you'll see why I'm putting my fourth least favorite arc 1 world before my fifth. Um, but yeah, I don't mind Marley Bone, although I don't enjoy it. I think that's the best way to put it. But yeah, let's go to number 12. I said 11 by I said 12 by accident, but this in number 11 is Dragonspire. Oh my god. If I could put this right by side with Marley Bone, I would. Except this world is long. It's long, it's dreary. This is probably the most horribly made world. These are supposed to be rocks. It's awful. It's just, I like the fact that this is an endgame world, and that gives it a lot of credit. However, it's just, the graphics are terrible. The quests are not very good. The only reason it made it this far on the list is because it is the Arc 1 finale, and I have a lot of very fond memories here. Like, here's one I remember on my first wizard, Steven Dragoncatcher. I was friends with this girl, Caitlin Unicorn Tamer, and she helped me through everything. And while I was exploring um, Dragonspire, I was listening to, I think it's called You're the Reason by the Victorious Cast. So now whenever it comes on, or like one of my theater friends is like, oh my god, haha, I like get fucking Dragonspire flashbacks. But it's not, if it were updated, it would be top 5 easily. I would suffer through the quests. This world has so much potential, and it's wasted on a fucking 2-dimensional dragon, which is very disappointing. I really like the idea of like the fiery last world. You know, it's cliche, but it's memorable. Like, that's, I remember Dragonspire. And honestly, when I quit this game, like when I take breaks, the thought of going through Dragonspire again is what makes me come back, and that's what motivates me to make another wizard. So there's a little thing you know about me. But yeah, we're in the top 10 now. Let's get it. All right, so for the top 10, we have the Arcanum. It's a very, very amazing world. We have so much fun here. We get so many quests here. We have a ton of fun stuff to do. It's super fun. I love it so much. I don't know why this isn't my top 1 place. Like, look, you literally have Sybil right there. She's just the bitch. She's amazing. Xander is also my cuddle buddy. So nobody take my man because he's a cutie pie, and I wanna craft a statue of him, and I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I just thought I'd add it because it is technically a world. Although there aren't really any quests, there's like a few, but that's prerequisites to the worlds. But I just wanted to show my appreciation for it because they nailed this peaceful, calm, tranquil, yet you're in space and you see a black hole and just like all this stuff. I feel so like cozy here. I think that's the word. Like I just feel so cozy, and the dorms that they give you are just exquisite. Like I love them. It's just you get, do you know how much a month this would be in the real world? A lot of fucking money. Something that none of us can afford. Um, but it's just like, it's so relaxing. It's very, very. Let me see if I can. Wait. I remember a while ago, Blue did a tutorial on how to do this. Hold on. My god, how do you do this? I completely forgot. Anyway. Oh, did I just do it? Anyway, yeah, it's a very calming atmosphere, and I really do like it. And every single time you get a quest from the Arcanum, it's something good. It's something juicy that's gonna happen. But yeah, anyway, let's go to. Oh, sorry, that is my reptile cage. But let's go to number 9. All right, so for number 9 we have Lumeria. Sorry, Lemuria. Um, this world I really enjoy. I like the aesthetics behind it. I like the Mayan, the Mayan influence, should you say, or the Aztec influence, or whatever. Or actually, this looks more like, I don't know, like Tibet. I don't know, but the only reason it is placed so far down on my top 10 is because of the quests. It's a very, very long, drawn out quest line. Um, it's amazing that when you get to Sky City, you look at the wiki and you're like, oh my god, I'm almost done. And it takes forever. It takes so long. Uh, However, the last boss, once you get there, it's very rewarding because they actually made it so you hit 140 or one. God. So you hit 150 after you fight the boss. And that's a problem that a lot of people, not people, a lot of worlds have in Wizard 101 is the world comes out and you reach 150 like three areas before the final boss. So when you reach 150, you're like, all right, well, I'm not getting anything from these quests. What the fuck? But they did a very good job. It's very drawn out and very long. And surprisingly, it's not the longest. And you are going to call me the biggest fucking hypocrite when you see my top 5. But I don't give a shit. I just, there's certain worlds that flow a lot nicer than other worlds. This one flows um, not very fluidly with me. I don't mind doing it. It's just not my favorite. Although the surroundings are absolutely amazing, and I really want these trees to come out because these seem amazing. But yeah, let's go to number 8. All right, so for number 8, we have Crocotopia. Now, the reason it gets so far down on my list is because the graphics are dog shit, and the fact that they released that Crocotopia, what's it called, the Crocotopia dungeon or gauntlet, and they still have this shit, really disappoints me. I understand it's supposed to be like ruins of Crocotopia, but come on, bro. Like, really? This is like, if this were ruins, where are the cracks in these buildings? Where is anything? Like, it's, come on. Like, this is so sad. Like, ugh, I can't. It's a quick world. I don't mind it. Um, I think it's a very good world to get you acclimated to how worlds are usually ran. But besides that, just the graphics, they're such a fucking downer. Um, but it's not a horrible world, which is why it gets number 8. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So let's go to number 7. All right, number 7 we have Wizard City. Now, Wizard City is just, it's iconic. I realize that, especially with the graphics overhaul, they made it look a ton better. Whoa, what the fuck was that? So much better. Um, the quests are just inconvenient at this point for me. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I do them and it's not horrible. It's just, yeah, it's definitely not one of my favorite worlds. I think my main motivation to doing Wizard City is getting out of it, and I think that's not a very good thing to, or not a very good mentality to have when you're doing a world. And I feel that way with a lot of worlds, trying to get to the max, because there's fucking 17 worlds. That's so much. Like, I shouldn't have, leveling 1 to 150 should not have to take me like 3 months to do. It's insane. Um, I just can't wait until they unlock the level 100 elixir, because that would just make things so much easier. But Wizard City, the questline is kind of, honestly, not very good. I low-key like the original questline better. Um, but I think the reason it gets so low on my top 10 is because every aspect that made this world very like momentous and gave me a lot of nostalgia is gone. They changed the quest line. Yes, there's an option to get rid of, to go back to like the original textures, but that's not what made it nostalgic. What made it nostalgic was remembering these awful quest lines, like the skull in Cyclops Lane. You had to get the skull and it never dropped. Another one would be the Lumina crystals. Is that even a thing? I don't even remember anymore. I think they got rid of like that whole Lumina crystal quest, and you just like got a fully charged Lumina crystal from one of the banshees. Yeah, it's very disappointing, and it feels like a new world, which I should be excited about, but it just, I don't know. It just, this is the starting world. This is where everybody makes most of their memories, and it's like not, it's not there anymore. It's just completely rewritten over, which I do think is a good thing. Mind you, I love the fact that they're updating things. However, for a lot of older players, that is very nostalgic, and the fact that we can't get that anymore is kind of upsetting. But yeah, let's go to number, oh fuck, 6. Yeah, 6. All right, so for number 6 we have Zepharia. Zepharia I have so many memories of. I remember when Zepharia first came out, max level was 70. My best friend Caitlin Unicorn Tamer got to level 70 in one fucking day, and she was chilling there, so I teleported to her. I was like maybe level 15. Mind you, getting level 15 at my age was an accomplishment. But yeah, I remember just running around like this, not knowing, everything closed, not knowing where to go, not knowing what to do. And I vividly remember running to the market. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget this. I was like, let me get there first. Okay, so I remember running to the market. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I can get some like clothes? Like, let me get some like outfits, because I was a big fan of like getting, like matching the world I'm in. So I was like running over, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I looked at the price, and I'm like, how, I farmed the Kraken. How am I gonna get this much gold? Because I remember it took me ages to get a Spellbinder hood, because that was the cool stuff. And you got like what, 10 gold each battle, and it was like 400 gold. It was crazy. But anyway, so this gets my number 6 because it just has so many memories tied behind it. I love the theme of this world. The quests are what drag it. It's so much fighting, so much mobs, defeat and collects. It's every quest essentially. I shouldn't have to be relieved to have a quest that requires talking to someone or like a boss, because in this world, like, a boss signifies that you're like almost done or done with the area or the world. But yeah, I really enjoy this world. If there weren't as many worlds, this would definitely be top 5, but some other ones trumped it. Alright guys, I will be back with number 5. Oh my god, we are in our top 5. Alright, so for our top 5, for our number 5, sorry. For our number 5 world, we have Avalon. Now, Avalon, in almost every aspect, is perfect. What you'll realize with my top 5 is it's not really top 5, it's these are my favorite worlds. Um, I just need a place to put them, if that makes sense. They all equally share a love in my heart. I love Avalon. I used to absolutely despise it. Um, and it wasn't until I Zenmaster Blue did his myth walkthrough, and when he did his myth walkthrough, I made my first myth wizard, and I every single time a new episode came out, I got to the same place that he got to, and I just watched and listened as I quested as well. So a lot of these types of worlds, I have those memories of, but after that, I got this profound love for Avalon. Just becoming a knight, the quest line is incredible. It drags a little bit, but it is absolutely incredible. The Knights of the Round Table, the King Artorias, the whole Arthurian legend, or Arturian legend. No, oh my god, I'm so stupid. The Arthur... I can't even say it. The, medieval. I remember also watching Merlin, the show on Netflix, as I played through this. And it was just so... It's just so peaceful. It's so awesome. I love getting to this world, and I hate saying goodbye. But I look forward to making more characters and getting them to Avalon. But I really have nothing else to say about this world. It's just it makes me very happy being in this world. But yeah, let's go to number 4. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh my golly. Alright, so for number 4, we have Wisteria. Now, Wisteria is an amazing world. I love it so much. I love this style of architecture. I actually would pay to live in this area. I don't know why there weren't any Wisteria. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Yes, there are. I'd love to see a Wisteria dorm though. That'd be pretty fun. But it's just the quest line is short and sweet. There's one agonizing quest, which is the Green Men, which I think Formal Phantom covered as well, but it's horrid. Even now, like I would think after the amount of nerfs that they do to the worlds on each update, they would fix it, but it is agonizing. It took me, I think my worst one was around 12 fights. It's awful. It's terrible. Even with a max Tempest, I'm saying this. It's like a max level wizard doing Tempest, and I'm still complaining about it. It's insane. But yeah, I really have no complaints. It's a bright, sunny world, which is what I enjoy as well. And it's not like a dire, like we have to save this world. It's like this is you on an off day. This is your day off, bitch. Like just casually save a world and win a tournament. Like this is an extracurricular if we take a step back and look at it. Like we're doing this for fun. But yeah, it's a very lighthearted world, which is I definitely think you need after you go through all the trauma in the other worlds. But yeah, I really have nothing else to say about this world. I really enjoy it. I love just like chilling here sometimes, and it's just really fun. So, oh my god, are we already? Oh my god, we're in top 3. Wow. Okay, let's go to top 3. Alright. I apologize in advance if Formal Phantom sees this video. I know I'm name dropping a lot, but it's accurate. I've seen all of his rants about Azteca, and while he's 100% true, I don't know. I remember getting to this world and just falling in love with it. The quests are dog shit, I know. It's not that, they need to be shortened. He made a very, very good point when pointing out that one of the quests in here is literally making a fucking salad for this man, for this fish. And quests like that you can do away with. I don't know if I don't remember if he said it or not, but for example, the entire 90% of Tierra Debris is just helping a brother and a sister sort out their differences. We have to fight their mobs, then fight the other person's mobs, and then go down to the fucking basement and fight for the will, that tells them that they were wrong. So I don't know, that entirety could just be cut out and we could just fight the nest, the Quetzal nest, and find the will and say, you guys switch. Just switch. On top of that, we have to help our opponent prepare for the battle. What? Yeah. Aside from those, it just has a very, very warm place in my heart. I really enjoyed questing the first couple times. It's now gotten into routine, which I am not saying is a bad thing. I can do it, and I don't complain about it. I enjoy it, but I get through it. I don't really focus on the storyline anymore. I just kind of go through it. But I will always love Azteca, and it'll always hold a very, very... Oh my god, I don't even know the expression. Anyway, top 2. Alright, so for my number 2 place, we have Mushu. I love this world. It never gets boring. It never gets old. Yes, the graphics could be updated a little bit, but I am in love with this world. In here and in Pirate 101, they did a fantastic job. It's so peaceful and lovely. Ew, I'm like fucking 80 over here. It blesses my heart. Oh my god, I can't even explain it. Whenever I get here, I'm so excited because on top of that, you can do Mount Olympus, and then after that, you're good to go. But it's just such, like, the quest line is perfect. It's not a lot of quests. You get your stuff, you leave, and it's perfect. It's awesome. I really, really enjoy it. And it takes me like 5 or 6 hours. It's very quick, but it also gets all the information that you need before going on to Dragonspire. I have nothing bad to say about this world. The graphics could be updated, yeah, but it's not, it's nothing bad. Like, it looks fine. It looks great. It gets the point across that this is a Middle Eastern? I don't... Asian? I can't... An Asian world. I don't... Oh my god, I feel like such a stupid. I'll just say Middle Eastern. But isn't Middle Eastern, like... Anyway, it does a very good job at portraying what it's influenced by. Anyway. God, I'm such a fucking idiot. Anyway, let's go to my favorite world in the world. In the world... I cannot speak... Chrysalis. I love Chrysalis. I will always love it. Every single time I come here, I am always so excited. Not only is... I mean, it's the longest world in Wizard101, which is why I said I don't want to see any hypocrite comments, okay? I love this world. This was the first world I finally reached max level in. This was the world that unlocks Darkmoor. This is the world that essentially just does a seamless transition from second to third arc, and I think it is an incredibly well done job at ending Morgant's arc. I think it's just fantastic. Actually, a little fun fact about me. When I was in 8th grade, we had a creative writing story contest, and I submitted a story that was essentially about a... I forgot the professional word for it, but bug scientist. And he studied bugs, and he found his way into the amazing world of Arachnia. So he goes on all these adventures with mice, and they're at war with the bug. It's Chrysalis. And I remember writing this story, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what if Wizard101 sues me? Like, I'm literally copywriting their fucking world. But it's such an amazing world. And for those people who say it's too long, it's awful, I hate it, it's not. Like, I'm sorry. This is how the end, like, the last arc world should be. It should be longer because you're tying up every loose end that you've had in this past arc. And with Morganth, there is a fucking shit ton. She just kind of pops up out of nowhere, and you have to like find out about her through the small interactions you have through these 5 worlds. And in this world, it does an insane job about tying up every single one of those loose ends, plus introducing our 3rd arc villain. It's seamless. It's amazing, and I'm glad that it takes the amount of time to finish this world, because if they did it any shorter, I don't think we would have all the answers that we have. I will always appreciate this world. I will always love this world. If I could live here, I would. I mean, you know, the second I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, saw that they had this world, this bundle, and I did not even think twice. Of course my credit card is over, but did I care? Absolutely fucking not, because this was Chrysalis. But yeah, I always love this world. I will always love this world, and I will always remember this world. And it's just, I love being here. Anyway, that was my list. We stumbled, we fumbled, we fell, and we scraped our knee, but we made it to number 1. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got to learn a little bit more about me. And I want to kind of do more about these because, I don't know, like, I tell you about my life, but I don't think you know, like, a lot about me, and I really want to be, like, more personable on my channel. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you guys like me and like what I do and want to see more of it, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. But that is going to do it for us with our symbolic signing off on the Colossi of Mice. But yes, I will talk to you guys later. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.